Okay. That is for the cashier himself, so that he also removes it from his head that he has given. Otherwise, we may claim that no, he has not given. So it is not him. Yeah.
This is the date.
Yeah, the date. We can write the date. Don't worry. It's the date of today.
Yeah, it
which
will
is
be
the 17th. Yeah, it's the same date. Yeah.
And then why don't you sign just to...
The date, okay? You write your date.
No, also the, tab, yeah.
Tab Kadeda sign.
Oh, you have signed, okay.
He has signed, right. It's there, he has already signed. Supposed to be 150,000 Kenya shillings.
What if you say you need the exact, like,
huh?
same notes you gave out?
The same note? What did you give?
Yeah, that was a different color.
Hey, my friend.
The serial number.
Okay.
So, the same serial number.
Copy and give the two parties also what? Copies. Are you together?
That was not even supposed to be signed by everyone. Those one who were initially involved were supposed to sign, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, because only those one who were involved in the handling the money should be one also, but it's okay.
But you sign here.
But...
Yeah. You were talking of this guy. This one and this.
But the sign.
Sure.
There's no interest.
That was not a part of the contract.
So please can you stand up to receive this cash which is been handed 150,000 Kenya shillings for the electoral commission work. Okay?
Welcome.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for being a good custodian. And thank you so much. Yeah, so.
I would like to thank His Excellency, the Ambassador of the Republic of South Sudan to Kenya, and everybody who is here. Ambassador, I want to say thank you very much. I have attended and I have listened to your talks, your interviews with the media here. I've heard how you talk to the student, and I found that you have words that really will encourage us to become good leaders tomorrow. And I want to thank you very much. I want also to thank you because you have been in the forefront of really telling people here what is happening back in our country, given the fact that there are many people who don't understand what is happening there, and there are people who don't understand South Sudanese. Thank you very much for that. And coming back to really our election, I'm happy that the two teams have come together. I know most of them have not traveled South Sudan like this, like the way I have done myself. And I see how South Sudanese communities in the villages, leave alone those maybe in towns. I know people in towns, they have some problems among themselves. But if you go to South Sudan, where South Sudanese in the villages stay, they don't talk about divisions. They don't, and they don't know even the word division in the South Sudanese dictionary is not there. We do not have we don't see people dividing themselves. Maybe apart from cattle raiding, those of us who come from those areas. But then we don't divide ourselves based on politics. I want to say thank you very much to the two teams that you have come far and you have really delivered the much awaited thing that the students of South Sudan in Kenya have been waiting for. I've not taken long here. This is my second year at the university, and I've seen a lot, I've had a lot, and I was feeling bad when we see that you guys are not together. And we who came from home, we are not feeling happy about that, because we believe that you are the people who are going to change the status quo. You are the people who are going to tell our people back home that let us live like this. But the thing is, if now the people, the elites, the educated people are turning into something, how do you expect that person in the village, in Torit village, maybe in the village somewhere, to think? So we want to make sure that we become good leaders. We want to go back home with the knowledge we have gained from here, and we change things. We educate our people. You remember that the literacy rate is only 27%. Imagine 27%. But here we are. We are in school. We should be the people to let us go to school. Let us do the best thing in school. Then when we go back home, we change things. On the issue of election, we have put time frame, I believe we had already put up to the 4th of July that was going to be the last day for everything. But now, because we have delayed for a week, but I want to assure you that we are going to make it. I think we are not going to take time, because people have already known that the election is in the things would have been done. What we are going to do is basically do the necessary that has been in place. South Sudanese students know that election is there. The candidates are there, those who want to contest for the positions, and everyone has known, every council member from every university has known what is going to happen. What we are going to do is we are going to begin with the process of collecting data from the universities, but also we are going, the first thing is we are going to call we are going to call the General Assembly, so that we really have to inform the students. You know, they are very bitter outside there. They don't know what is happening. And I have been receiving calls. Why did you come and fail us? I told them, I'm not a failure. I cannot be a failure to you. We will serve you and we will deliver to you what you have wanted. So we are going to do it in the quickest time possible to ensure that the election is conducted very quickly. The issues of transparency, I have already told you that I don't work with affiliations. Those things, I don't work with them. I'm a journalist, and journalists are activists. We work for the betterment of the society. We work for the good of people. We don't affiliate ourselves with somebody. Political, tribal affiliation, those are things that we don't even talk. So the election will be carried out. I think somewhere, maybe I will say maybe somewhere in the middle of July, you will have the new leadership in place. Thank you very much.
Excellency, Comrade Riak, Barnab in absentia, my colleague here. And there were other colleagues who had really wanted to be here, but I think they got engagement wherever they are. So I want to thank you so much for this day. We've been waiting for this day, and we thank God for it. And I think we've come to the end of the whole thing. And I want to say thank you so much and wish the Electoral Commission a nice work, as we'll be also watching from behind. Thank you so much.
Let us just have a minute of silence in respect of our departed heroes and those we have lost, and also to be humble to our Creator. Thank you, my dear compatriot. Much have been said, and I could not have said better than the chair of your election commission who sum it up. You are here representing the future, the best to come. We are here to gain that knowledge in order to undertake that solemn duty. It is your duty. It is our collective duty. Our people have started with democracy. Please keep that spirit of democracy, of peace and harmony, to educate yourself and to go home and practice peace and democracy and justice for all your fellow citizens, irrespective of their faith, of their political affiliation. And let us always remember that we are created in the image of God, and that majority of our people are believers. Stand with them, respect their culture, respect their norm and tradition. We are a very small minority as educated, and we must always carry with us the majority. And we must respect our leaders, especially those that have been mandated by our people, regardless of what you think. because those elected will always be de-elected and new and elected. Let us establish a very strong tradition of democratic practices, of rule of law and justice for all in our beloved country. And let us remember those who have sacrificed their life for us to be here, for us to be nation, for us to be a member state or member states of this region of Africa as a whole, of the whole world. This is our destiny. Let us be known that we are a young nation, but aspiring and pragmatic and capable of pushing forward with the young and old that happen to be nation before us. Let us take this message seriously. Only when we do that, and only when we compete in peace among ourselves and the region, your competitors in trade, in international relations, regional relations, in development, are here in the region, in the whole of Africa and the world at large. Let us not be defeated. Our power to surge forward is within and between our shoulders. If we miss that, we are defeated before we embark. I'm sure we are strong people. We are intelligent, resilient, and pragmatic. May God guide you and help you as you move forward. Thank you very much.
Gracious mighty God, we exalted and glorified your name for being so good in our life. Father, thank you for assembling us, Father. I need to appreciate that, Father, our loving His Excellence Ambassador, our honorable Madam Elizabeth, and also Mr. Riyad, and all the embassy staff who have sacrificed, and all the students who have gathered today in a form of peace. Father, this is the same peace you will carry on back to your home. May you guide each and every one. May you carry on, Father, with the same spirit we have already started today. Guide us and give us wisdom of knowledge. As we depart from here, let each and every one of us know our brother and our sister keepers. I pray all this, you will do it according to your will. In Jesus' name I pray.
Thank you so much. My name is Dicho Elizabeth Clement. My title is the Education Attaché at the Embassy of the Republic of South Sudan in Nairobi, Kenya. I represent the Ministry of Education here. Basically, today has been a day for trying to resolve a minor problem between the students, South Sudanese students body in Kenya that had taken some time since 2013, 2014. And I'm so happy that today we finally resolved the issue, and the students, as you can see from what happened some time back, they're united, they're having one voice, and they're trying to move forward from where they've picked up from. And it's our sincere hope that they'll continue united as they've shown to us, as they continue with the election process, because the main purpose was to put in the Electoral Commission in place, and also hand over some cash that was then handed over to the embassy for safe custody for the election process. And the amount is 150,000 Kenya shillings, which has been handed over this afternoon. Ambassador Mariano, the head of mission, was with us in the hall, and he was actually the chairperson of the whole mediation between the students and us, the embassy. Yeah, basically, my advice to the student is that I am so proud of them. I'm happy that they're united. It has been like people have always been saying they're not united, these students are headache and all that, but I want to say that these students, they're organized now and are trying to move forward. The next thing, which was something some time back in pipeline and it got spoiled, was the issue of election. Now we've organized them, the two different parties being the interim and the outgoing executive and the council itself have agreed to move forward. And we had resolutions in our document agreement that we called the SAC Nairobi Concord 2015. So that is the document that is binding. We have the resolutions, 10 resolutions in that document. And we also had the declaration of principles on the areas we were discussing that we have agreed on what to do to move the students forward. So basically, the students are united, as you can see, and are trying to move forward. We've organized them. Next, the Electoral Commission will start their job. We've already given over their cash. The chairperson was with us, and he's going to start the process of election. And of course, the other things which have been stipulated in the resolution that they will also try to implement. And we'll just, as an embassy, try to be supervisors to watch on what is happening. Yeah.